Hey everyone, it's me, Donna. I'm back with another idea video. This video has to do with apartment ideas. Of course, in past videos, I've mentioned ideas for apartment complexes and everything. In this particular video, I've got a really cool idea that encompasses the, I guess, idea for smallness, but yet affordability and durability and all that. My hope is that maybe a Japanese company or some other company or group of investors get up with people in this town and either create a high rise with maybe 4 stories or more, or they could do semi-detached houses or detached houses, however they want to do it, maybe like a suburb or whatever. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to go with the high-rise idea, okay? All right. Basically, like I said, in order to make it affordable, because rent around here is getting high. I mean, let's face it, it's going up. Although pay isn't going up, a lot of the jobs around here still barely pay above minimum wage, and they want to keep it that way. They have no intentions of giving people raises, especially the food industry, which I guess it just depends on what type of food industry you're in, because it seems like fast food is paying better than, say, like hospital kitchen staff and all that, or nursing home or whatever. Yeah, it's twisted, and it's just it's sad. You got a lot of greed going on, and yeah. But anyway, besides that, just get the point that pay around here is bad. Now, maybe $400 or $500 is good for some places that some of you folks out there live in. That would be awesome rent for you. But that's because you probably live in an area where you've got better jobs and better pay. But here in the South, in this part of Alabama, jobs are scarce. There's not very many jobs to choose from. Most of them suck. Let's be real. They're not good paying jobs, and like I said, they don't pay good. So you're stuck with barely above minimum wage pay. So you're going to want affordable housing, okay? So in my idea, in order to make it affordable, the company would have to go with a small concept, okay? Even though, yeah, we would all love to live in big houses with big spaces and all that, but the reality is you got to do what you got to do, okay? So in order for this company to make a profit, as well as give people what they need, which is affordability, the apartments would have to be small, okay? And I've been checking up on the internet and everything, watching videos of apartment tours, and just, reading and everything, and getting an idea for how small some of the apartments in Japan are. And whoa, those things are teeny tiny. And as some people have said, some of them are barely above 24 square foot. That's tiny. That's teeny tiny. Okay. So, maybe this company can maybe take that concept and maybe a little bit bigger, because in my ideas, maybe like a one room could be like 240 square foot, but, of course the company can do what they want to, okay? So square footage aside, like I said, it just depends on, what the company wants to do, how many apartments they want to build and how many apartments they want to squeeze onto one floor, okay? So, all right, for the one bedroom apartments, they could make them to where, okay, let's see, that's a 2 bedroom. Let me look over here. Okay, and I've did some drawings of how I would perceive the apartments to look. Okay, so let's take a 1 bedroom, for instance. And number one, okay, I want to state this. The company could provide furnishings for free. Like the apartments could be fully furnished with your basic stuff. Now, naturally, you can bring in some stuff and whatever when you move in, but you don't have to worry about bringing in a bed or your couch or a kitchen table or anything like that. That will be furnished for you. Your microwave, it will have a stove, a small refrigerator. All those things would be provided for you in the apartment, okay? And everything that's put in the apartment is going to be energy efficient. In other words, the stove will be tiny, but yet it'd be like a modern stove. You know those types of stove tops that it's covered to where you don't have to worry about, like, if you spill grease or whatever, it won't get down into the burners and everything, because it will have something that protects the burner itself from whatever is being cooked on top, okay? I think those are pretty cool. So they will have that in them. They will have like a small oven, teeny tiny oven. The refrigerator would be very small, especially for the single room. Yeah, teeny tiny, okay? All right. So that will save the company money, because in my idea, not only will the rent be included in the price, but the utilities as well as your internet and your TV, all that will be included in your price. Okay. But like I said, in order for it to be that way, the company will have to make everything energy efficient and make it as cheap as possible for you to have lighting and things to use for your refrigeration, your cooking and all that. All that has to be done on a cheap level, but yet doable, to where you can live here and be just fine. Okay. All right. So, having said that, as far as like the bathrooms can be teeny tiny with a teeny tiny small shower in them. It's amazing at how, the Japanese have been able to do it, and it's so cool. As far as these bathrooms, you go in, and in some cases, the whole floor in the bathroom is basically your shower area, except for the toilet. I mean, the toilet, will have its own drainage system that's separate from, the shower system and whatever. But like in the middle of the floor, or maybe kind of on the back wall, will be like a main drain, to where when you take a shower and everything, you can just take a shower right in the bathroom itself. You just step right in and start taking a shower. Okay, you have places for your shampoo. It will have like cabinet space. Also, one of those mirrors to where you have like a cabinet behind it to put whatever you need to do, and you will have your sink and all that. But yeah, I think that would be cool. Or if you do just have a separate shower, there'll be like a little door that separates the shower from this area. And of course, it will be small. And the neat thing about the showers is that they could be like a hosed shower, and to where you can hold it if you want to, or you can just leave it hanging up and take your shower and everything. That is so cool. What I have noticed in these Japanese bathrooms and everything, on the outside wall, they usually will have like a panel to where you can go ahead and start setting your hot water, to where I guess you don't have a continuously running hot water heater to deal with. It will be like one of those small hot water heater deals, to where it will heat the water as it's coming out, and then when you're finished, you on the outside panel, you just cut the heat part off. And then in some cases, some of these bathrooms actually have like a dryer system. I mean, naturally, you have your fan for ventilation, but also they have a dryer system, to where if you want to hang your clothes or whatever that you've just washed, you can hang it inside the bathroom. And also, something I've noticed about Japanese apartments and everything, a lot of them do not have washing machines or dryers. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't. Okay, so the thing is, well, however you wash your clothes, you could still dry them in your bathroom with its dryer system, or there will be places to where you can hang them up, on your back patio or whatever, and you still get your clothes dried. Okay. In my idea, there will be like a laundry mat, maybe on each floor, or maybe a certain floor. They can put like a nice big laundromat to where it's cheap to go wash your clothes, maybe like a quarter to wash and a quarter to dry. I think that would be good and reasonable. Also, they can have vending machines in this laundromat, and you could, have couches and all that to where you can kind of relax while your clothes are washing, and maybe even a folding table, whatever. All that can be, provided. But say, like, if you just want to wash your clothes there, you can take them home and dry them in your own apartment. Or if you want to wash them out in your shower, however you want to wash your clothes, that's your business. But anyway, okay. So I think that's really cool and really neat that they provide that to where, even if you're just going, if you're, if you've got like a really tight budget and you're just going with the minimum, you can survive and be just fine. Okay. Let's just say like a 1-bedroom starting out. I think it would be neat if the price could be like maybe $350 a month. Okay. That would include your utilities as well as, your cable and your internet. Okay. If, like, as far as the companies, they could work out a deal maybe with Charter Spectrum or a satellite company or whatever, and get like the basic package, like the very first starting off package. You can get that included in with your rent. Okay, I think that would be neat, to where at least you can watch TV and you can get on the internet, no problem. Okay, I think that would be wonderful. That could all be included and everything still be affordable. Okay, if you want a higher package, then of course naturally you could pay for it. You can just have an extra 10 or 20 bucks added on to your bill, and you'll go up to the next package or whatever. However you want to do it with the apartment complex company. Okay. All right. Having said that, that's how the basic 1-bedroom, like, when you walk in the door. Okay, in some apartments you can see your bedroom and your couch and all that when you just walk in the door. Okay. That way it's cost efficient. Like I said, they save on money, save on lighting, to where really they would only have to provide lighting for this one room to cover both your kitchen and your living room and your bedroom. Okay, I think that would be a good idea as far as that goes. And then you would have lighting for your bathroom and whatever. Okay, but maybe in some cases there might be a wall right here to where your living area and your bedroom area would be separate from your kitchen area. Okay, some apartments could include that. Okay. And then that, of course, if they use LED lighting and everything, it wouldn't be, too much for them to add an extra light bulb or whatever in another room. But I mean, so there's different ways that this company could do this as far as the 1-bedroom deal. Okay. Of course, you can either have one bed, or there could be like a bunk bed, or, however the company wants to do it. In each apartment, it could be a different concept. Like, not every apartment would have to be exactly alike. Okay. That way you can kind of change it up, and, there could be a little bit of individuality with each apartment. Okay. All right. Another good idea would be if the apartment complex could have like if it's going to be a high rise, have like a main retaining wall around the floor itself, to where it would maybe be like belly high or so, to where hopefully it would be, for the most part, childproof, to where hopefully they wouldn't be able to just climb over the wall. Maybe even some bars and a little bit of a fence kind of over that top part of the wall to keep children from doing that. but yet you will be able to see out into the landscape and everything if you're standing up against the wall, as well as if you're sitting in your front area. Okay, the concept would hopefully be to where they would leave space for people walking or maybe jogging a little bit around on the floor to where they can get exercise and everything. And as far as the apartments themselves, each one in the front area, there it would be like fenced in, okay, to where you could, if you wanted to, you could have, whoops, let me go back here, like benches or swing set. Like the company could provide like these benches or maybe an adult swing or something like that that's bolted down, that's durable, that, have that right there, and maybe a table or something to where when you come home, you have like this nice living space to where if you have children, they can play. If you want to plant things, you can have them sitting, and you're basically in your front fenced-in front yard. If some of the apartments are animal friendly, then you can have your animals right here in this front area, as well as the back fenced-in area. No problem. The fences will be high enough to where most animals wouldn't be able to get over that. So yeah, if they decide to allow some of the apartments to be that way, I wouldn't recommend all the apartments being animal friendly because, that can be a little bit of something else itself. But maybe some of them, however they want to do it. Okay, but like I said, in some apartments they can have like a big, huge bay window type deal to where there's like a lot of nice lighting. I think that would be nice, as well as maybe a glass sliding back door, and then you walk out into like a patio like area, fenced in patio. For the most part, most of these apartments would have like a back storage room to where you can store, your odds and ends and everything in that room. This right here is a 2-bedroom style apartment, again with the minimalist type style as far as the bathroom and then the kitchen and all that. Like I said, all the furniture would be furnished, including the beds, the couches, the tables, all that stuff, to where you wouldn't have to bring anything except, just a few items that you wanted to add to it, There could be like an insurance system, like you could add a little bit extra onto your bill, your monthly bill, to where maybe 4 items a year could tear up and they will fix it for free if you buy this insurance. Whereas after that, you might have to pay like, a fee depending on the item, like anywhere from $25 to $100, depending on what it is that breaks down or whatever. So yeah, that would be like a nice little option that could be added. And for the most part, all you would have to come up with would be, your rent as well as your deposit. Naturally, most places want like maybe like a $350 deposit or whatever, as well as maybe a one-time fee to have your utilities cut on, a non-refundable fee, say like $100, to where it will ensure that all your utilities will be on in the apartment, and you will be able to use them. And of course, you won't get it back. Like if you move or whatever, I mean that's gone. But the neat thing is, this company can work out a waiver system with you to where you don't have to come up with all this up front. As long as you can come up with your $350 rent and maybe $100 extra dollars, they can work out maybe a 4 or 5 month deal with you to where you can pay out the rest of it in installments until you get it paid off. I think that would be nice of them to be able to do that, and that would work for the average person, living on a budget, Okay, so, and like I said, even the beds could be furnished, all that. And what would be neat is if they could have those beds like they have in the hospitals, those plastic coated beds. They're real comfortable, believe it or not. A lot of them surprisingly are comfortable, so they could have that. The good thing about them is that they're durable, and once you move, the housekeeping can take out these mattresses and take them and sanitize them, and then go ahead and replace your bed with a fresh sanitized bed for the next person that moves in. So that wouldn't be any problem. It would cut down on bed bugs. As long as there's no holes and everything in the mattresses, I think, it would be good as far as bed bugs are concerned. At least it would cut down on it. So I think that would be a really cool idea to have that. Yeah, which, like I said, the company can design it, the complex however they want, but I just think it would be neat, to have that walk space around the apartments themselves, and also, to have the faux windows to where, let me show you an example, to where, let's just take this 3-bedroom idea that I created. Okay, you have your basic nice windows in the front and in the back, okay, that allow in natural real lighting. But in some areas where it's not possible, to where, because everything will be cramped beside each other, the company can provide, those faux windows to give that fake lighting that will give the impression of sunshine coming in, through the window. I think that would be an awesome, nice touch. And, it would give like that little bit of extra lighting. And especially if they use the LED lights and all that, it would be very affordable, cost efficient, no problem. Use the right type of frosting on the screen of the lighting. Like you'd be like a boxed in window like light. That would be pretty awesome. And it's very doable. I've watched videos on that. I couldn't do it, but there's people out there that, manufacturers out there that can do that, no problem. And it's cheap, and yeah. So I think that would be really, really nice, and it would make you feel like you've got extra windows in your bedrooms and stuff, and you won't feel so claustrophobic and everything. And it might even help you, like if you want to have like a little plant sitting in your windowsill or your faux windowsill or whatever, you could have that. I think that would be so cool. And the lighting would help that plant grow. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, and like I said, this could be anything from, your regular big high rise to your, and of course there's different versions, from the Japanese versions all the way to the, just the regular universal versions of high rises and everything. But also, like I've said, there could be like semi-detached houses to where there's 2 or 3 apartments combined together. That would be kind of neat and pretty, as well as just complete detached houses like in a suburb or whatever. But what would be good for this company as well as for the tenants is if there was an on-site convenience store that offers, your average drinks, your coffee, your donuts. Even what would be cool is if they could get Japanese like breakfast foods, or just different prepackaged food that's from Japan and all that, and all these other different countries. They could have some of that in the convenience stores, to where you can just get it and go and eat. And of course, like I've mentioned, vending machines, like on-site laundromat, like say like in the 3-bedroom apartments, there could be like a little small energy saver type washing machine and dryers, because you're going to have kids and you're going to have like a lot of laundry. But for the ones that live in like the 2-bedroom or the 1-bedroom that maybe don't have the washing machines and dryers and whatever, there's an on-site laundromat, as I've mentioned. That can be provided for people very cheaply. It would also be nice if there was like a hair and nail salon on site somewhere on the property, maybe on the first floor or whatever, or if it's in the suburbs, have it sitting kind of out front. That would be nice to have for both men and women. So there's even like a little post office area to where not only can you go and get and mail your mail, but you can buy packaging, different things that you would need for posting, stamps, all that type of thing. All that can be provided on site from this company. And then that way the mail carrier, they just go to this little post office area and deal with, everybody's incoming and outgoing mail. I think that would be neat. And okay, as for the high rise, I think it would be neat to have like a security system to where everyone that has an apartment has a security code. Not only do you punch in your security code, but you also punch in your apartment number. And that way, that will, be more protection for you and the other tenants. So that could be on the first floor. When you go in, you go in the main door, and then you punch in your code and your apartment number, and then you're allowed in. And if someone comes up, they have like a buzzer system to where they can buzz your apartment number, and you will have like a little screen to where you can see who it is, and you can, decide whether or not you want to buzz them up or whatever. Okay, that would be good. And if they're going to go with the high rise and they're going to have the convenience store and the mail, the salon and everything, that can be on kind of on the outside to where you don't have people that want to go to those, even the public, just the main public that want to use that hair salon, they can. The convenience store and all that, they can use it as well. It would be out there for the main public, okay? So you don't actually have to go to this security system unless you're actually trying to go up to the apartments, okay? Is basically the point I'm trying to make. The good part is you will get a good deal. Like, they will give you a discount at the salon, at the store, all that. But like the public, they would have to pay regular price. But you will have like a card, like, that will come with your whole thing. So all you got to do is present that card when you go to purchase something, and they can slide it, and you will get your discount on everything, okay? So I think that would be wonderful. So, yeah, I know there's some things that I'm probably forgetting. I'm going to try to look at. Oh, also, I think it would be neat to have like a children's play area, either on each floor. Like if it's a high rise, have a children's play area on each floor to where maybe they can play basketball, or just maybe like a little swing set, merry-go-round, whatever. Or there can be a set-aside place, maybe on the first floor or whatever, to where they can go and they can play and they can have a good time, as well as a gym for adults to where they can go and get a workout, like with all the different equipment and all that. Maybe they can pay like a small fee to go into the room. Like there would be like a system to where you will punch in a code or whatever, and if you've paid your daily fee or monthly or whatever, then you will be allowed into the room to where you can go and work out, as well as just the regular like gym, a small gym to where you can play basketball or whatever. You can run around in it. However, whatever you want to do, you will be able to do that. And it'd just be like a little small extra fee, whether it be daily, monthly, however you want to do it. And it will be on your card. Like everything will be on your card as far as your discounts and your gym memberships and whatever. So all you got to do is slide or show that card and you will get your discount, okay? Or get, whatever it is that you need to get. All the information will be on this card. Okay, so don't lose your card, is basically the point, okay? So, yeah, I think it would be a neat thing to have. Also, I've had ideas to where there could be like a lunchroom placed upon somewhere on the location of the property to where People can go and eat, 2 or 3 meals a day. I think that would be wonderful. And that would not be a bad idea at all. And like I said, the public could come to this restaurant just as well as the tenants can, but yet the tenants would be the one that get the discount. Okay, so yeah. But anyway, I know I've talked long enough on this, and I know there's things that I've forgotten, and I'm going to go back and go, crap, but that's what I've come up with so far, and that's what's popping out of my head right now. Oh yeah, guys, I wanted to add that the initial $350 idea that I had for the rent, that's for the 1 bedroom. Okay, I would just want to make that clear that anything else would be, higher, like a 2 bedroom. That could be maybe $450. A 3 bedroom, that might be $550 to $600 depending. But I mean, that's not a bad deal when you throw in the utilities as well as your basic TV and your internet, all that, the high-speed internet, all that stuff thrown in there. That is not a bad deal. Yeah, because most people pay that just for the basic rent, and then they have to pay extra for the utilities and their TV and internet and all that. So I mean, that's not a bad deal. So I just wanted to make that clear, to where people wouldn't think that I was talking about $350 for even up to the 3 bedroom. No, I mean, I'm smart enough to realize that's not really doable in order for the company to make a profit, as well as, provide the needs like for the average family or whatever. I mean, in order to be able to do that, to build a 3 bedroom and recoup their money, I mean, they would have to have like a higher rent and everything. But I'm going to shut up. But anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.